Symphony after a song was banned from their concert. Board members voted Tuesday night to stop a performance of a composition connected to LGBTQ history. 8th grader Adele tells WTMJ,
"Since I'm going to high school next year, I want to have this opportunity to play this, but after hearing the whole thing, I decided to stand up for the high schoolers."
School officials placed the school on a cautionary lockdown after a rumor impacting student safety, but the students found a side door unlocked and left that way. A tricky piece of bridge work is moving into its next phase near 27th Street.
Eric Hansen of the DOT says the 27th Street Bridge work is moving from concentrated prep into heavier demolition, and that means crews will need a little extra room along the freeway.
We have daytime demo operations underway for the 27th Street Bridge, going about 500 feet south of I-94 there.
That work is being staged around safety windows, especially where equipment gets close to live traffic.
We do have a couple of overnight closures scheduled for next week. That'll facilitate demoing that pier safely without any adjacent traffic.
Debbie Loziga, WTMJ News.
Sports, traffic, and weather are next. Outdoor Living Unlimited, WTMJ News time is 9:03.
Hi, this is Julie Coombs and Cindy Storm Fisher with Storm Fisher Investment Group. Are you a retiring professional? Worried about the direction of our economy? About making your money last? Come see what we can do for you. Let us show you how we take care of you to help you have a great retirement. We are at 262-796-8400 or stormfisher.com. See you soon.
Securities offered through Osaic Wealth Inc. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through Osaic Advisory Services LLC. Osaic Advisory. Osaic Wealth and Osaic Advisory are separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, and services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth and Osaic Advisory.
The Milwaukee Auto Show is back, reimagined and ready to roll into its new location. Discover the newest cars, trucks, SUVs, and hybrids from more than 25 brands. Plus, test drive several new models right at the show. Don't miss the luxury vehicles, classics, and more. Bring the family. Invite your friends. There's something for everyone at the Milwaukee Auto Show. The 14th through the 17th at the Wisconsin State Fair Park Expo Center with discounted parking. Get tickets at autoshowmilwaukee.com.
Hey Wisconsin, it's construction season and the Wisconsin DOT wants to help you safely navigate work zones in your area. Check 511wi.gov or download the free 511 app to see current road work, closures, detours, and camera views on your route. Wherever your travels take you, know before you go with 511wi.gov. That's 511wi.gov. And remember, know before you go. Always park the phone while driving. Sponsored by the Wisconsin DOT.
We're in the Twin Cities. Double the dingers, double the hype, and wait, does that say triple digits?
Is 0-2 pitch. Struck him out swinging. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. 102, 103, 103. See you later.
The crew heads to Minnesota for a showdown against the Twins. Our Brewers Radio Network game day coverage starts tonight at 5:35. We are the home of the Brewers. WTMJ.
Time for a WTMJ Sports Update from the Gerber Law Office's One Call That's All Sports Desk. Following a 5-1 homestand against the Yankees and Padres, the Brewers won the first in a 3-game series last night in Minneapolis against the Twins 3-2. Christian Yelich is day-to-day with a back soreness after playing in just one game following an injured list stint with a groin strain. The Brewers play again tonight against the Twins at 6:10 right here on WTMJ. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic. At the moment, all clear out there. No major incidents, no major delays.
Traffic is sponsored by TaybackAttorneys.com. Veterans benefits denied? Call Tayback for the payback. Brave Americans who served shouldn't be denied benefits or have a disability claim incorrectly evaluated by the VA. If you're one of those vets, call Tayback for the payback. TaybackAttorneys.com.
Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, lingering morning showers, mostly sunny and warm, high of 83. Overnight tonight, chance of showers and storms, low of 52. Tomorrow, chance of showers and storms, high of 75. Monday, partly cloudy, warm and humid, scatter thunderstorms, high of 85. Tuesday, chance of showers and storms early, high of 82. Wednesday, partly cloudy and cooler, high of 62. Right now in Green Bay, 69. Madison, 67. Muskego, 68. And in Milwaukee, it is 69 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Lintonen, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News time is 9:07.
The following program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma brands. Need a vacation? Whether it's the trip of a lifetime or a weekend getaway, we can help. This is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, every single day.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Dayton Kane here with Rose Gray. Another beautiful Saturday, and you made it in fine. Everything good out on the roads?
It's a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful 80-degree day.
And it's going to be even better because we have an announcement that people have been waiting for.
We have been teasing this and talking about it and getting questions weekly for
As we always
several
do.
months about this.
So, break the news. FWT gets us what this week?
All right. The Milwaukee charters are out. The Milwaukee nonstop, exclusive nonstop vacation flights. Like we have this old school way of saying it, Dayton and I, because it's how old we are. They're charters. They're nonstop flights from Milwaukee to Cancun, Jamaica, Puerto Vallarta, Punta Cana, and Cabo San Lucas. Now, I thought I was going to have some even more news because remember I had teased they're talking about either bringing back a destination they haven't been to for a while or introducing a new one. And that's likely going to be out of Rockford, and those are going to be announced Tuesday. So you won't want to miss out on next week's show because I'm going to make that announcement. But I'm telling you right now, if you text FWT as in Fox World Travel, try to do it in uppercase so that you don't get an autocorrect, to 855-616-1620. We should acknowledge that as the Siding Unlimited Talk and Text show. Text line, talk, call, whatever you want to do. But if you text that, you will get a list of all of these fabulous nonstop flights from Milwaukee beginning December 19th to Cancun. They always do that around Christmas time, right?
Okay, yep.
And then almost all the rest of them starting Punta Cana this year for Christmas as well.
Nice.
Yes. But then from the 1st of January through the 28th of March, in most cases, these are ending 28 March, 31 March, 29 March. Why is that? Easter's the 28th of March this year.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of the end of it. And they get that. And they know that our good friends at Apple Vacations. I never even mentioned Apple Vacations, Apple Leisure Group. These are your nonstop flights. Who are we flying, you might ask? They're either with Global X. Never heard of them? Yeah, they used them last year for some of their nonstop flights, but also Sun Country Airlines. Now, some of you listening are saying, wait a minute, Rose. I just heard this week in the news that Sun Country and Allegiant's merger has finally been officially approved, signed, sealed, delivered. It's a done deal as of Wednesday. How does that affect me? Not in any way, shape, or form for these particular flights because they will continue to operate as Sun Country probably for the next 18 months or so. But we've got a lot of merging of the systems to do and a lot of repainting of aircraft to do and those kinds of things. So, holy cow, Dayton.
I know.
Look,
they're just coming in like crazy.
They're flying in like there's no tomorrow. Oh, my gosh. And I will tell you this, those of you who are jumping on this, I looked at the availability for the week that I know is going to be spring break. It changed significantly from the minute they were introduced on Thursday. They announced this on Thursday to this morning when I checked again. Significantly changed for all of these destinations, but most especially for Cancun and Punta Cana.
You say every year that we travel well in Wisconsin, especially during the winter months, and this is a lot to have these many charter flights leaving from our airport, right?
This is. So Apple Leisure Group has this great website, not as great as Fox World Travels, but almost as great, and you can look to see where do they have these nonstop exclusive vacation flights from, and it's the likes of Cleveland and Pittsburgh and Raleigh-Durham and Minneapolis and Chicago O'Hare and Rockford and Denver and all kinds of other cities. I can tell you, nobody else has the choices that we have out of Milwaukee, the number of flights, the number of destinations, but then the number of rotations, as it were. So Jamaica, they go Mondays, Wednesdays, Saturdays. Cabo, they go Fridays. Puerto Vallarta, they go Sundays. Punta Cana, starting at the end of January, Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Cancun daily. So we are filling up flights from Milwaukee Mitchell that many times. Isn't that astonishing?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
crazy.
awesome. Nothing like having a vacation on the calendar come winter. So
Right. And I cannot stress enough, I'm sure you're all sick of me saying it, but with the way that Easter is falling this year, the spring breaks for school are going to be almost exclusively that last week of March. And so you want to get on this. You want to not get what's left over. So my advice to you is take a look at that. If you've got inquiries, if you know we've got 4 kids, ages this, we've got 4 adults, we've got this is what is on our wish list. Hit that plan your trip on our website. Get that inquiry in so somebody can get to you on Monday.
FoxWorldTravel.com is where you go for that. 855-616-1620. That's a Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. You text FWT to get the link, or you text in questions, because it is the travel show, the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
It's been almost 70 years, and Marty's Pizza is still going strong in Delafield.
Hey, you keep the pizza tasty, and our loyal fans will keep on coming.
I think Marty's Pizza can hang right up there with anyone.
100% real mozzarella cheese, because we just can't skimp. The freshest veggies, and a sauce recipe that's Hall of Fame worthy.
And our crust? I never see anyone throwing our crust away.
Remember Marty's Pizza right off of I-94 and Highway 83 in Delafield, because it's delicious. You know, James, we'll be running this place together for a while, and one day, hopefully, you and your kids will be doing the same.
That's the plan, Dad. And we're making changes so we stay ahead of the game.
Like the new Marty's Pizza Delafield.com?
We've made it extremely easy for both our young and older customers to make fast online orders.
It is really convenient, but if you like to call your orders in, a friendly Marty's Pizza employee will be there to answer with a smile.
Remember Marty's Pizza, right off of I-94 and Highway 83 in Delafield.
And at Marty'sPizzaDelafield.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
For 70 years, Geis has been the trusted garage authority in Wisconsin. WTMJ's Greg Matzik here. Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geis today. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build custom designs to meet your exact needs. For swift and reliable garage repair solutions, go to GeisDoors.com. You can also visit their amazing showroom in Brookfield and their custom design room.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
I'm Dave Spano, CEO of Annex Wealth Management. We believe education is the foundation of a strong financial plan. That's why we offer a wide range of complimentary workshops and webinars that are open to the public and that are built to inform and not sell.
May 28th, you can join Annex Wealth Management CEO Dave Spano for Next Level Travel, Security Planning, and Dream Building. It's at the Jet Out Hangar in Waukesha. Again, May 28th. Reserve your spot. Click events at annexwealth.com.
When I shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, every time I come in, it's like a whole new store. It's because new inventory's arriving daily, all kinds of everything. And let me tell you, thrift store prices make buying easy. And helping others at the same time, that's icing on the cake. St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
With an ever-changing inventory, you never know what great bargains you're going to be able to find at St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores. It makes shopping fun because the best finds are the ones you had no idea you'd even come across. And when they're at thrift store prices, it feels good. And it feels even better to know you're helping us help others. Shop St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores on Highway 100 in Layton and Greenfield, 23rd in Lincoln, and 76th and Bradley Road in Milwaukee.
You're gonna love it, St. Vincent de Paul.
Planning a vacation? We've got you covered. You're listening to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
That's getting me excited for my June 20th trip to Ireland. Well, I got to go to Portugal first.
Rough life. Got to go to Portugal. I have to go to Portugal first, and then I get to go. Yeah, you got a couple big trips lined up here. That's nice.
I've been with you for weeks.
You have
and
been here a
weeks
long
and
time.
Weeks.
Yeah. We did get a text at 855-616-1620. Well, we got a lot of texts. A lot of FWTs came flying in to get those nonstop flights. But 855-616-1620, it says, I'm looking at selecting travel insurance for a 2027 Alaska cruise tour we booked through Fox. I'm hung up on the emergency evacuation and repatriation of remains amount. Have you experienced with these costs and any ideas of the typical costs?
Excellent question.
So first of all, before you go there, explain to people that might not know emergency evacuation and repatriation
of remains.
So, what is that?
Emergency evacuation is in the event that you are hurt or you get ill while you are in a particular area where you cannot be transported in a normal way. So you're on the side of a glacier and you have a heart attack. You are hiking in the Amazon and you get bit by a snake. Any of these kinds of things. If they have to send in a medical helicopter to get you, the cost is astronomical.
Okay.
Absolutely astronomical. Now, also add on to that, what if you have broken your leg in 3 places and you have to have 3 seats? You have to buy 3 seats on the aircraft because you have to have your leg on the 3 seats. And I speak from experience, not personal experience. A guest had this happen on a trip I was on. Okay. So all of those things are covered. Repatriation of remains. One time had somebody pass away on a trip, had to deal with how to get their remains back to the United States. Incredibly expensive. And the reason this texter is asking is because I'm sure the policy that they are looking at is showing $500,000 in emergency evacuation or repatriation of remains.
Mm-hmm.
So it's it sounds excessive, and I'm telling you right now, it's necessary, absolutely necessary. Right now, if you book any of our Africa trips, you're going to be required to have that amount of emergency evacuation.
Okay.
So,
good question.
It's a very good question, but that segues nicely into, speaking of Alaska, I am telling you right now, those trips for 2027, our 8 group departures, are selling out quickly. So quickly, it's making all of us sit back and go, wow, this is a kind of a record breaker here.
Really?
So if you have any intention of doing one of our group trips in 2027, Colleen's trip is almost fully booked. Last I saw was something like 6 seats left or something like that. You can get all of that information at foxworldtravel.com. Under the vacation tab, under the groups tab, you will find the Fox Group Vacations. We've got it nicely arranged for you so you can see travel to Europe, which includes Julia Fellow's trip to the UK. Continue to scroll down and you will see exotic destinations. There's the Africa that I talked about, along with Australia and New Zealand. And then we get to Alaska, Hawaii, and North America. And there you will find all of the Alaska group trips that we've got going on right now. All 8 are showing available right now, but I know from the last communication I got from our group team, some of them are dangerously close to being filled.
Okay. If you're just tuning in, don't forget you can always get the show on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. But we also announced that if you text FWT to 855-616-1620, you're going to get a link to all the nonstop vacation.
Yeah, you could say charter flights.
By now we've said it for like a couple of years. I should know it, but I still don't know. It's charter flights.
ENVF, exclusive nonstop vacation flights. Why is that so difficult?
Yeah, right. And they've announced them now officially from Milwaukee. So
Yes.
get that link at FWT. When we come back, we have a bunch of texts rolling in with questions.
We're going to get to them. We just have to get in between the FWTs to find them.
A lot of FWTs rolling in. It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Accunet Mortgage is an equal housing lender. NMLS ID 255368.
This is Brian Wickert here with my son David, Accunet's president and chief metaphor officer. What do you have for us this time?
Dad, for a lot of sellers, selling their home is like handing over a family photo album. Every room in that house has a birthday memory or a trombone lesson or that last Mother's Day brunch before the kids moved out. The seller isn't just transferring a deed, they're saying farewell to a chapter of their life.
So buyers need to walk through the front door with that in mind.
Absolutely. It's not just a financial transaction. It's a transfer of trust. Sellers and their agents are looking to say yes to the buyer who is strong enough and safe enough to make good on their offer.
So what does that look like in practice?
It looks like a rock-solid, guaranteed pre-approval and a thoughtfully crafted offer that tells the seller, I will show up.
Because when the seller is deciding who will get the keys and the metaphorical family photo album,
you want them to feel the best about handing them to you.
Get started with your rock-solid pre-approval by clicking on the blue button today at Accunet.com.
$998 buys you a magnificent diamond solitaire engagement ring at Kessler's.
A solid gold mounting shows off a big, beautiful diamond, 3/4 of a carat.
Glitter, twinkle, sparkle.
This is the definitive diamond solitaire engagement ring.
You can choose a round diamond, radiant, marquise, or oval.
3/4 of a carat. Any shape you want.
Any color of gold you want.
A 1-carat solitaire is just $1,498.
Ask to see the Evermore engagement rings at Kessler's.
You're going to be ecstatic about the color, clarity, and cut of your diamond.
Evermore.
Each of these diamonds was lovingly created in the heart of a miniature star.
Your diamond will remain.
Evermore.
Your diamond was born about the time you fell in love.
You will be in love.
Evermore.
Your diamond has been waiting patiently for you to see it, love it, and choose it.
Don't keep it waiting. Come to Kessler's.
To find the Kessler's nearest you, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Take your travel tips from the travel experts. Welcome back to the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane with Rose Gray, a high of 83 today. The sun's going to be shining. A perfect day in Wisconsin. It's 67 in Milwaukee. And the texts are rolling in, Rose.
They are.
You want to give Kayla some love?
Yeah, I recently returned from a cruise to the Western Caribbean. I had Kayla Robertson in the Brookfield office help with the planning and arrangements. She was very helpful, and I had a great time. Didn't want to come back home. I don't blame you, especially if it was a little bit ago when it was very cold outside and not warming up as fast as we would like.
Beautiful day today, though.
Yes.
Let's go to the phones. Pete in Pewaukee is on. Good morning. What's your question for Rose?
Hi, Rose. I just want to follow up on the last caller about travel insurance. We're going to Europe and Australia in the next year, and there's so many limits, and I wanted to get your suggestion on the minimum amounts, if there's some travel companies that are better than others for insurance on that.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. So at Fox World Travel, we sell Travel Guard. Travel Guard is an AIG company. They are located in Wisconsin. That's not the only reason that we sell them, but we like doing business with fellow Wisconsinites. Every year, I was just speaking to a group of people in Hortonville on Thursday, and one of the advisors was with me, and they let me know that she's been with Fox for 11 years, and we've used Travel Guard since she has been with us. Because I was trying to remember how long ago we switched over to Travel Guard, so we've been with them for at least 11 years. We certainly encourage you to do some comparisons. What you're going to be looking for as you're comparing travel insurance is, what are they covering with regard to reasons for cancellation? Okay, and make sure that you're looking at things like, how do they describe a family member? What would they do if I lost my job? What would they do if I was unable to travel because my traveling companion has an issue and I don't want to go without this traveling companion? Look at all those things. Then also look at exactly what we were talking about. What is your medical evacuation coverage? Because as we talked about, think about being somewhere in Australia where if you're out on the Great Barrier Reef and they had to come out and get you because you had a heart attack or you had some kind of a medical emergency, what kind of costs would you incur there? And then what will your health insurance pick up, and what additional health insurance do you need? Now, if you're over 65 and you're on Medicare, you likely have no health insurance coverage while you are traveling abroad. Some people that are under 65 and have other health insurance may have some coverage. Most often we see it in Canada and Mexico, but it could be worldwide. Find out that as well. So we sell it for a number of reasons, primarily for cancellation of the trip. As you get closer to the final payment and then make that final payment, what are the penalties for canceling? check that out and then find out what you're covered for there. And again, as I said, you absolutely can get a quote from Fox if you give us a call or even send in a request on our website. Just tell us what you're looking for. Sometimes people say, oh, I didn't book my trip with you. Can you still help us? Of course we can still help you. Happy to help you.
Okay, great.
Thanks, Pete.
That's helpful.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pete. Thanks for listening. Have a great weekend. 855-616-1620. If you have a question, this says, my daughter and I did Dreams Jade nonstop from Milwaukee on December 27th for a week last year. I realized when we got there that it is a Hyatt property and I have lots of Hyatt points. Question, is it possible to do just the flight transfer part, doing resort with points? And opinion on if this is a good approach or a package is a better deal.
There's only one way to find that out, and that is to do your research and check it out. So when you know that you have a particular property, we should point out, so many of the properties that you are familiar with that were in the AM Resorts collection and were a part of Apple Leisure Group are now part of the Hyatt Inclusive Group. So that's where this is coming from. Absolutely. Now, when you say you have, lots of Hyatt points, do you actually have enough Hyatt points to cover an all-inclusive for 7 days? So you look at your Hyatt points, you look at the all-inclusive Hyatt properties that you may be interested in, call the magic number that you have because you have a Hyatt membership and you can check, find out how many points it would take. And if in fact you can do that, or we have people that just buy the property, buy the stay on its own for a multitude of reasons and just need the transfers and the flight, we can absolutely do that.
Okay. If we go to foxworldtravel.com, what can we all find there?
Well, first of all, when you go to foxworldtravel.com, you're going to see a great homepage that has a list of what it is we do, which is business travel, meetings and incentives travel, and vacation travel. We primarily talk about vacation travel on this side of the radio show, and then you can see vacation travel agents. You can find deals. You can find all of that. At the very top, there are things like travel advisors and groups and cruises. We've talked a lot of times about this amazing booking engine that Fox has. On how to help you refine your search to find the cruise you're looking for. Destinations, partner perks, and then you'll also see at the very end of that, stay connected. When we come back, I'm going to tell you why you would want to look at that Stay Connected tab. Something fun is coming up, and it's a limited number of attendees.
Okay. You can also book your trip right online there when you're at foxworldtravel.com as well. Another half hour to go. Get your calls and texts in at 855-616-1620. That's the Siding Unlimited WTMJ talk and text line. Let's go to the WTMJ Breaking News Center with Elizabeth Linton. And good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning, Dayton. 2 people are dead after a homicide in Milwaukee on Friday. Police responded to 9th and Nash Street, just west of I-43, around 10:15, where a 45-year-old victim was beat to death. The suspect died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Wisconsin continues to lead the country when it comes to getting rid of unused prescription drugs. The state collected more than 57,000 pounds of unused medications during this spring's drug take-back event, ranking number 1 in the country for the 10th straight year. Since the program began in 2010, Wisconsin residents have turned in nearly 1.5 million pounds of unwanted medications. Officials say the effort helps prevent drug misuse and keeps medications out of the wrong hands. A well-known Water Street bar has permanently closed. Duke's on Water has shut down after 22 years. The Milwaukee bar announced the closure on social media. The doors officially closed last night. Taking a look at the roads with your WTMJ Time Saver traffic, we're starting to see just some really tiny delays on I-94 right near the construction at American Family Field if you're heading westbound. Other than that, though, no major delays, no major incidents. Here's your WTMJ 5-day forecast. Today, lingering morning showers, mostly sunny and warm, slight chance of a storm, high of 83. Overnight tonight, chance of showers and storms, mainly late, low of 52. Tomorrow, chance of showers and storms, high of 75. Monday, partly cloudy, warm and humid, scattered thunderstorms, high of 85. Tuesday, chance of showers and storms, high of 82. Wednesday, partly cloudy and cooler, high of 62 degrees. Right now in Green Bay, it's 71. In Madison, it's 69. In Muskego, it's 70. And in Milwaukee, it is 71 degrees. I'm Elizabeth Linton, Outdoor Living Unlimited. WTMJ News Time is 9:31.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on May 19th.
Fly ball center field. It's hit well. Grisham back. It is gone!
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they battle the Chicago Cubs.
Got him swinging. Throw him a curveball. It's 11 Ks for Mizorowski.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Delta Dental of Wisconsin. Tune in May 19th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
That bathroom of yours, its look has more than worn out its welcome. And a remodeling job? Right now, that's just a little too steep for your checkbook. Well, Lester's Glass Service can give your bathroom a fresh new look, an affordable upgrade that can really produce some pretty desirable results. You could replace that drab shower curtain and install a gorgeous new glass shower door. Why don't you come by our showroom in Hales Corners? And when you get here, we can share with you the myriad of options you have available. Decorative glass, stained glass, beveled mirrors, improvements you may not have realized you could do. This is Stacy Sinks with Les's Glass Service, and glass and mirrors have been our business for over 35 years. You know, my dad Les says, when you're good, you last. So if it's a new glass shower door, fogged or broken insulated glass replacement, or affordable glass and mirror home decor that you've been looking for, you just can't pass on Les's Glass. Les's Glass Service, serving all of southeastern Wisconsin. Find us at lesglassservice.com.
Most sump pumps only last 7 to 10 years. How long have you had yours? Vince Vitrano for Horner Plumbing. You do not want to wait for spring storms to answer that question for you. My team at Horner can install a new unit or inspect the one you have and make sure it's going to keep your basement dry. No more nervously waiting out storms, hoping you don't lose power. Horner Plumbing can install a battery backup on your sump pump system that will keep running even when the lights are out. $100 off when you tell them Vinny sent you. HornerPlumbing.com.
Plan a perfect vacation, no matter your budget. This is the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Dayton Kane with Rose Gray. I'm going to be hanging out in Germantown tonight. The Toys are playing My Fest out there, and a bunch of us are going out. Yeah. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Oh, man, they're a great band. Something fun to do. It's going to be a beautiful night, so maybe I'll see you out there. Siding Unlimited, WTMJ Talking Text line is 855.
I think deck cocktails are in my future tonight.
Oh, yeah. 855-616-1620. So you teased us. There's something coming up. Why should we stay connected, Rose?
So if you go to the website, then you go to vacation travel, and across the top banner, all the way to the right, is Stay Connected, and you see travel events, and you go to travel events, you will see, as you scroll down, a virtual travel show. This is not going to be live. I mean, this is going to be live, but it's going to be Colleen and I doing it virtually for those of you who may have missed the Delafield show we did in April, or live in some place that it was difficult for you to get to the Delafield show in April. And we are going to be talking about our catalog of Fox Group vacations. I warn you, I caution you, we can only do 100 guests.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is, if you and your significant other are going to watch it together, that's just one booking. But I have a very strong suspicion that our 100 spots are going to fill up, because on the website it says, can't make the live event, still register and you'll receive a recording post-event. So that I would do that. If I was working on the 21st of May, between noon and 1:30, and I couldn't make that, I would still register, because I would want that link to that recording. And so that's how you find that out.
Go to Stay Connected Travel Events, virtual travel show, Fox Group Vacations, May 21st. That's this coming Thursday from noon to 1:30. And Katie's right there holding up the Fox World Travel sign on our trip in Italy. I was with her. I was looking in the background to see if I could see myself in there, but I'm not in there.
Yeah.
So that should be good.
Registration's super easy. It's name, email, phone number. That's really and truly all it is. So
855-616-1620. If you text FWT to that, you get the nonstop flights list that's going out of Milwaukee. That was just announced this week. And you can send in some questions like this one. It says, Rose, we go to Cancun area every February, usually 10 days, Monday to following Thursday. I usually start with Google Flights to see what nonstops are available from Milwaukee, and they usually don't show any, and we end up going through Chicago. Is there a better way to see all the nonstops available?
Yes, use your travel advisor at Fox World Travel to get you that information. Do the airlines you mentioned fly every day or specific days of the week? Thank you. Big fan of your show. Yes, that is why you want to text FWT and get the list. Now, Cancun is a little unusual in that they fly Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays from the 19th of December until the 6th of January, and they fly in crazy groupings anywhere between 2 to 14 days. Then, once we get to the 8th of January, they fly Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Now, this particular texter mentioned Thursday. If it's in that area, maybe that wasn't one of the days they fly. But starting on the 23rd of January to the 29th of March, there are daily nonstops on Sun Country from Milwaukee Mitchell to Cancun.
Okay.
So that may be part of the reason. I'm not sure. The other part of the reason is these are not scheduled airline flights. These are chartered by Apple Leisure Group. They've gone in and leased these planes from these charter companies and have worked diligently to get the space, the gates that they need to do this. So my guess is they probably don't show up on when you're doing Google flights.
So like Rose said, text FWT right now to 855-616-1620 and you'll get all that information she just went through. So
Exactly.
Perfect. Pete had called in earlier and asked about travel insurance, and we got a kind of a little testimonial from Eric and Michelle. They said, shout out to Travel Guard Insurance. Last October, my wife had to be hospitalized 4 days in Nice, France. Excuse me. At the end of a trip, Martha Hardy had helped us plan and arrange. Travel Guard reimbursed us for all our extra incurred expenses due to the hospitalization, all medical costs, extra hotel stay and taxi, airfare for our return home, business class. I did keep all receipts and contacted Travel Guard immediately after we arrived at the French hospital. Travel Guard really delivered for us. So important, like you said. You have to have it.
Absolutely is. And I have another great example that just came to mind. Without getting into too many details, when you exit a cruise ship that is internationally flagged ship, as Holland America ships are, they're flagged in the Netherlands, they're registered in the Netherlands. If you get off that ship before you touch an international port, i.e. Vancouver, you have basically violated the Jones Act, which requires that you hit an international port when you sail on an internationally flagged ship out of the United States. Very long. It's over $900 a person. That's the penalty. So I have guests who have to get off the plane and get on a flight in Juneau to go home due to an emergency. In addition to paying to reaccommodate their flights, paying for the hotel stay that they had in Juneau, paying for their cabs back and forth, paying for breakfast the next morning. They also covered the penalty for violating the Jones Act, which was, as I said, over $900 a person.
Yikes.
Yep. So I can't say enough wonderful, wonderful things about Travel Guard.
Before we go to the break, somebody just asked, can you repeat the instructions to sign up for the virtual meeting that you're doing?
Yes. So go to foxworldtravel.com. When you see that first page, you're going to see business travel, meetings and incentives travel, and then you'll see vacation travel. When you see vacation travel, hit that link, and there's a banner across the top that starts with the word vacation and then travel advisors, groups, cruises, etc. Way to the right, you're going to see Stay Connected. Go to that drop down, and there's something that says Travel Events. Scroll down, it's the first event.
That is coming up this Thursday. It is a Fox World Travel Show. Thanks for listening to WTMJ this morning.
Heading to the airport? Make parking the easiest part of your trip with Exec Park, located just minutes from Mitchell International Airport. Family owned and operated for over 45 years, Exec Park offers secure parking, a 24-hour shuttle, and reliable service. Because at Exec Park, we care about our customers like family. Mention that you're a WTMJ fan for a special discounted rate. Skip the stress, save some cash, and start your trip right. Book your reservation at execpark.com or call 414-747-1000. Exec Park, your vacation starts now.
Hi, this is Julie Coombs and Cindy Storm Fisher with Storm Fisher Investment Group. Are you a retiring professional worried about the direction of our economy, about making your money last? Come see what we can do for you. Let us show you how we take care of you to help you have a great retirement.
We're at 262-796-8400 or stormfisher.com. See you soon.
Securities offered through Osaic Wealth Inc. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through Osaic Advisory Services LLC. Osaic Advisory. Osaic Wealth and Osaic Advisory are separately owned, and other entities and/or marketing names, products, and services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth and Osaic Advisory.
Recently, a seller that unfortunately ended up choosing another agent called me. She said she made a mistake, and what she was expressing to me sounded like she kind of was bullied into signing with him. Is it typical? Not always, but it will never happen when you hire a Century 21 Benefit Realty agent. I want our agents to be able to look in the mirror and say, I'd want to work with me, not because they're good at saying what you want to hear or offer the lowest commission, but because of trust. Because if you're not feeling that from your agent, that's a problem, and I don't want that. At 1.9% on the listing side of your sale with our commission capped at $19,000, Century 21 Benefit Realty leads with a very fair and transparent commission structure with maximum marketing that can get your home sold fast and for the best price. And saving money matters, but working with someone who'll tell you exactly what you need to know up front, that creates trust. And that matters too. This is Angela Calais with Century 21 Benefit Realty, benefit-realty.com, where you pay less for full service. Each office is independently owned and operated.
I feel like we've made it. Spring, summer, fun. Time to enjoy 2026. It's also time to look at your windows and doors. Time to upgrade so you can enjoy all the seasons in your home. This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, inviting you to our showroom. Stop by and operate our windows. They're so easy to use. Open and close our doors. They swing so well. Feel how energy efficient our windows and doors can be. And you can do the test, feel, see, operate, compare all at our amazing showroom. Set up an appointment with one of our team members and you'll get one-on-one attention. In our showroom, answering questions, discussing ideas, creating solutions to create a warmer, safer, cleaner home. Trust the local family-operated Siding Unlimited to be the company of choice for your next window project. Proven to be the best by earning Pella's prestigious Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. Siding Unlimited. Experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Call Siding Unlimited at 262-567-4513 or visit sidingunlimited.com today.
Gotta get away? No one does it better. Back to more of the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Brewers won 3-2 last night. They take on the Twins at 6:10 today in Minneapolis. Dayton Kane here with Rose Gray. And every year, come end of February, we start getting questions of when are the charter flights coming out?
Yes.
FWT is going crazy right now.
FWT is going crazy.
This might be record-setting.
I dare say it is. It's pages and pages and pages on our text line of FWT.
You text FWT to 855-616-1620. You get all of the nonstop flights listed there for you, where they're going, what days they leave, all that good stuff.
All that good stuff.
Fox World Travel's compiled that for you.
Right. And so the question begs, why? Why are these people so eager to find out when these are going? Well, because they're nonstop. Am I going to say this is the most comfortable flight I've ever taken in my life? Absolutely not. Am I going to say this is the most first-class experience I've ever had in my life? Absolutely not. Is it a good means to an end? Absolutely.
Yes, you're not having to get off a plane and get back on another plane.
Right. So we're talking about going nonstop to destinations that include Cancun, Puerto Vallarta, Punta Cana, Jamaica, and Cabo San Lucas. Los Cabos has gained great popularity in the last couple of years. That's a Friday charter. That's a Friday nonstop flight. That ends on the 19th of March, by the way. That's kind of unusual. We also promised that there was going to be something new and exciting, and we guessed that it was either going to be a destination that they hadn't done for a long time and they were bringing back, or maybe one that they had never done before. They got hung up, they being Apple Leisure Group, got a little hung up on the gates and the runways and the timing and all that kind of stuff, so they're going to be a little delayed. When you tune in next Saturday, I probably will have the remaining Rockford information. Okay. My opinion, I would love to see Costa Rica come back. That would make my day. When you did Costa Rica, did you fly Mitchell or did you fly Rockford?
It was Mitchell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can pretty much safely assume it's not going to be Costa Rica out of Milwaukee. I don't think they're going to add anything to this.
Okay.
but it could be out of Rockford. And for those of you who have heard me for all these 16 plus years, Dayton, we figured it out.
Yeah.
Rockford is an easy airport to fly out of. It reminds me of Appleton. Parking is cheap. It's a small airport, and the people there are incredibly friendly. And it's just as far as if you have to go to Chicago O'Hare, you might as well go to Rockford because it's about the same distance. So I think I'll have news on that. But when we're talking about winter flights here, that's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to be 80 degrees today, and we're talking about winter flights. But you are tempting fate always by making a connection anyway, and now we're putting weather in the mix. And so now we're saying if you're going to take a commercial flight to these destinations out of Milwaukee, you're going to be making a connection very likely.
And it's all there waiting for you now. We finally
for
got the announcement out,
we
and
did
more
get
to
the
come next
announcement.
week, it sounds like.
And I feel like there's going to be more out of Rockford, but this is a good selection. This is a very, very good selection. I like the 3 times a week to Jamaica. I'm happy about that. I love the fact that you can almost go daily to Punta Cana. There's not quite the daily there. And Cancun daily. And Cancun is 3 destinations in one, essentially. You can go north, right, to the Strip, which is the Cancun Hotel Zone, which Steve Scaffidi's group had a fine time enjoying last year. Then you can continue to go up to the Playa Mujeres area, which is kind of a newly developed area, or you can go south on this great big long 90-mile beautiful stretch of Riviera Maya and all the way down to Tulum. So there's just so many choices. So when people go, I've been to Cancun once, I don't need to go back, I think,
there's more to see.
There's more to see. There's more to see.
Good stuff. 855-616-1620. One segment left in the show. It is the Fox World Travel Show on WTMJ.
Tune in to Wisconsin's Midday News with Greg Matzik and Jessica Ty.
A man facing charges related to a series of street takeovers in Milwaukee will stand trial.
Bringing you the latest in news, sports, traffic, and weather.
Dogs being released from Ridgeland Farms in Dane County are embarking on new lives with families across the country.
Every weekday from noon until 3 p.m.
Well, the White House is not sounding the alarm over the latest inflation report.
Only on WTMJ.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help you find value on the things you value. So when it's time to take on a project, we've got you covered with the right supplies at unbeatable prices. Right now, during our Yard Defense Days, save $10 on select bags of Scott's Grub X or Turf Builder Triple Action, $10 off 20-pound bags of Estate Grass Seed, and select Livingston vegetable and flower seeds, 25% off MSRP. Find the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleets. Be an original.
Now that the weather is becoming wonderful, let's think less work, more play. Let Outdoor Living Unlimited replace that deck, build the outdoor kitchen, add a covered structure. How about an automated pergola with automated screens? Let us build a space for you that you'll never have to paint. All you need to do is play, enjoy, live. Stop by our Outdoor Living Unlimited showroom at 665 Larry Court in Waukesha. The showroom is amazing, perfect to start your journey. Less work, more play, Outdoor Living Unlimited.
Bikers need protection, not just from other drivers, but unfortunately from insurance companies too. We've been fighting for injured bikers and their families for more than 30 years. Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Is your life stuck in constant stress mode? Headaches, poor sleep, constant tension. Vince Vitrano for Connect Chiropractic, my team that can help not just mask symptoms, but find the root cause. Connect Chiro specializes in neurologically focused chiropractic care, helping your nervous system function the way it's designed so your body can heal, adapt, and perform at its best. Helping our community live healthier, more energized lives. Go ConnectChiro.com.
WTMJ, W277CV, and WKTI HD2 Milwaukee from the Annex Wealth Management Studios. This is News Radio WTMJ, a Good Karma brand station. Before you pack your suitcase, hear from the experts. Here's more of the Fox World Travel Show with Rose Gray on WTMJ.
Sunny and 83 for a high today. Going to be beautiful outside. Already sitting at 68 in Milwaukee. Rose Gray, somebody texted in, where do I find the list? The link just takes you to the Fox World Travel website main page. So if I text FWT to 855-616-1620, what do I need to do?
So what happens is the first thing you're going to see is let's plan your vacation together. And we'd love for you to put your information in there and tell us what it is you're looking for. But if you don't want to do that, scroll a little bit more and a little bit more where it says all-inclusive and beach vacations and past the travel advisors and all of that. Hey, we got to do a little advertising on this, right? And then you will get to now available 2027 exclusive nonstop vacation flights. Discover our exclusive nonstop vacation flights designed to help you save money and get you to your dream destination quicker. We offer nonstop flights from major U.S. cities, including convenient Midwest departures, and then there they are. And then you got to keep on going because there's an actual screenshot. You got to look for it. It's at the bottom. You got to get an actual screenshot. I'm scrolling to see it. I can get to Milwaukee. I can see it. If you make it bigger, you can really see it well.
Okay. So there you go. It's on that link. You just got to scroll up a couple times and you'll find what you're looking for. Why is it can we book these flights now?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
What's the range?
So you'll see the Cancun thing starting about the middle of third week of December because they're capturing that Christmas market, right? I'm also happy to see that Punta Cana is going to start flying already the 20th of December.
Okay.
So they're starting that. Puerto Vallarta, January 24th. Jamaica, January 23rd. And Cabo starts the 19th of February. It's a very small window for Cabo. It's the 19th of February to the 19th of March. Very small window. That's kind of a unique destination, and maybe they're thinking they're just going to capture that spring break group of people kind of a thing. So they're all out there. Again, they're Global X and Sun Country. What is Global X and Sun Country? Global X is a company that uses their aircraft for charter purposes. As I was doing some research, because I knew people were going to be asking about the fact that they heard in the news this week, that Allegiant and Sun Country have finally officially merged. We heard about this months and months and months ago, and it takes a really long time for these things to happen. The government has to get involved and all that kind of thing. It happened Wednesday. It became official Wednesday. So does that mean that all my Sun Country information is going to go over to Allegiant right now? No. Does it mean their websites are going to be merged tomorrow? No. Does it mean their aircraft are all going to look like Allegiant? No. Sun Country is very, very big in Minneapolis. They've got a huge, that's their headquarters, right? They have a big business in chartering for sports teams. So many, many sports teams use Sun Country for their team charters. So they're going to continue to do that. And it is my belief that as we move forward, this Allegiant marriage will actually just make things better. Because now we're talking like 22 million passengers for Sun Country with almost 175 cities and 650 routes. Merge that into Allegiant. And Allegiant was a little bit of a different airline in that, like in Phoenix, they don't go to Sky Harbor, they go to a different airport. In Orlando, they go to Sanford, not the regular airport that we fly into. And so this is just going to get them some more gate space, some more aircraft, and make everybody happy. How about that?
You're a travel expert. You've been doing this show for 16 years. You've been an advisor longer than that. What's the benefit of travel?
The benefit of travel is meeting new people and experiencing new things, immersing yourself in cultures you never thought you were going to do. It gets you out of the Wisconsin weather. It gets you out of your comfort zone. It makes you a better person. Travel makes you a better person.
I'm sure study after study show that if you're out and you're doing something different, your mind's fresher, your well-being is better. It just gives you that opportunity to recharge and refresh.
Exactly. And I was out, as I said, talking to a group of people in Hortonville, Wisconsin on Thursday. Side note, if you were thinking about that Tuscany trip that we're doing in September, make sure you get signed up for that ASAP, because there were so many enthusiastic people at that particular event that thing is probably going to sell out soon. I love hearing people tell their tales. I love hearing people express to me why it is they want to go. This particular trip focuses on cuisine and wine. If that's not your bag and you want to go to make sure that you see the Colosseum and the Vatican City, and you have all of that in your mind, we can make that come true as well. We can do post trips. We can do pre-trips. We can help you with your cruises. We are a full service agency, and we always stress the fact that our advisors do not work on a commission basis. It's almost like a fiduciary, a little bit like Annex Wealth Management. If somebody would take your call, you called in and you got this person and you were asking for something they're not well versed in, or they might know a little bit about it, but they know somebody on our staff of over 35 travel advisors is a better fit for that, they will say, do you mind if I give your information to fill in the blank? He or she has been there a number of times and is an expert in this destination. I think you will be better served by that. Please call me the next time you have a trip. We're not fighting over customers. We're not begging for your business based on a commission. We want our customers to have an incredible adventure, an incredible story to tell when they get back.
866-GO-FOX-GO. You can call that number Monday through Friday.
9 to 5.
9 to 5. FoxWorldTravel.com is the website. Have a good week, Rose Gray.
Thank you. See you next week.
Coming up next, Joe and the crew from Annex Wealth Management with Money Talk on WTMJ.
The preceding program, the Fox World Travel Show, is paid for in full by Fox World Travel. The advice and opinions expressed during the Fox World Travel Show are solely that of the hosts and guests of Fox World Travel and not WTMJ or Good Karma Brands.
Personal injury lawyers seem like they're a dime a dozen, but Jeff Zergabel and I are not about t-shirts or cartoons. At Pasternak and Zergabel, we focus on serious cases and real results for injured Wisconsinites. We are two of Wisconsin's best injury lawyers. I'm Frank Pasternak of Pasternak and Zergabel. Our clients trust Pasternak and Zergabel because we show up, we listen, and we fight for you. If you need help, go to Pasternak and Zergabel at injurywisconsin.com. That's injurywisconsin.com.
Don't think twice. Call Geis.
For 70 years, Geis has been the trusted garage authority in Wisconsin. WTMJ's Greg Matzik here. Don't let a busted garage door get you down. Call my friends at Geis today. With brands like CHI and LiftMaster, they have doors for every budget and will even build